I will be prepared to speak when opportunities come my way. You can pray for the opportunity. You can see the opportunity, but then we've all done this too. We don't take advantage of the opportunity, right? How many of you have done that? You're lying. More of you need to have your hands up, all right? That's the case. Sometimes we pray, sometimes we look, but then we see it, and then later on we could kick ourselves, right? Later on we say, why didn't I say something? Man, it was just an opportunity, and I should have given a gospel track, or Can I tell you something here? When I say be prepared, I'm not talking about being a theologian. I don't know everything about this book, and neither do you, okay? We're not there's not one theologian here at Canton Baptist Temple, or at least I haven't found them yet, okay? But what I am asking you to do is something, by the way, that every last one of us can do. And that is to simply share our testimony of how we got saved. If you're a believer in Jesus Christ, why don't you tell somebody else what Jesus has done for you? I'm going to give you another challenge, and I've given this challenge in the past. This is not the first time you've heard this. Try to share that testimony in less than 5 minutes. Nobody wants to stand there for 40. Okay? In 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, share real quickly. You may want to practice it, at home. In less than 5 minutes, share what Jesus means to you. What has Jesus done in your heart and in your life? Acts chapter 1, back to our text, because Jesus tells us to be what? Witnesses. Witnesses. In other words, Jesus is telling us to get in the habit of telling others about what He has done in our life. Now, at first it may feel a bit awkward. If you're not used to doing this, then at first it may be a little bit awkward for you. But the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more natural it will become for you. So here's a question. And maybe the question is intentional to try to bring about conviction and challenge and motivation and maybe inspiration in your life. But here's the question. In the last 30 days, have you told someone about Jesus? I don't want you to raise your hand. I want you to answer that question in your heart of hearts. In the last 30 days, have you told somebody else about Jesus? Have you prayed for those opportunities? Are you looking for those opportunities? Are you prepared to talk to somebody about Jesus in less than 5 minutes? In the last 30 days. Or have you started to develop the mindset, we will wait for them to come to us instead of I will go to them? We only come together just a few hours a week, right? The vast majority of our time is spent out there, not in here. Correct? We're out there. We're in our neighborhoods. We're at work. We're with our friends and family members. And we're out there. Out there where? Mission field. Correct? When we walk out these doors here in just a few moments, you are walking out onto the mission field. And can I even say this? As much as I like everything that happens here on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock and 10:15, I think the most important thing happens when you walk out these doors in a few minutes and you are the church in our community. That's when the rubber meets the road. The last 30 days, have you told somebody about Jesus and what He's done in your life? I believe it is a sin for us to be silent when God has so clearly commanded us to go and to speak. If God tells us to go and He tells us to be witnesses and to speak on His behalf, for us not to do it would be a sin. Silence is a sin. Notice the verse again. Ye shall be witnesses unto me. In modern English, we would probably say, you will be witnesses for me. The question is this: will you commit today to go and to be a witness for Jesus?